Hello friends, in this video I am talking about why another 20 books. I am picking 20 books in every video because otherwise it becomes very lengthy and it may be difficult for the viewers to go through the entire talk. I don't claim that all the books which I am mentioning may align with your taste, but I am trying to figure out that what kind of books I should share with you, which can be of common interest or which most of the people will like to read. I'm an Indian, so my books are not restricted to my country or my continent. Certainly, there may be some books from Indian authors, but they have made impact on the, you can say, across the globe. So there may be some books which you may not heard of or you may not find easily on any of the sites, but most of the books are popular ones and can be found on any of Amazon AB books and Amazon different country-based branches, and there are other you can say sites. You can Google for books and you can find out it from there, and you can find out soft copies from archive.org, or if there are some books which are falling in spiritual religious category, you can go for holybooks.com. So there are various websites which you can visit and find the books. So today I start with the Natwar Singh books, and in one go I have listed 3 books by the same author. He was Indian Foreign Service officer and served as foreign minister also. These days he is living in Rajasthan, and I have no preference as far as his family affiliations or his positions, but as a writer, I can say that books are worth reading and you enjoy the reading also. So number 1 is Walking with Lions, that is by Natwar Singh. This is small book but good one. Then Profiles and Letters, in which he has mentioned about the various people's correspondence with him. So I will list that book also. Then The Magnificent Maharaja, that is about the book about his father-in-law. And if you belong to India or to state Punjab particularly, then it, or Patiala district of Punjab, then you will enjoy it because it has some information for that family which is still there in Patiala, and you can go to the background of that family through this book. So the next book that is not very common, not very much known book, which I have read in 2002, that is The Tutor of History by Manjushri Thapa. Manjushri Thapa is Nepali writer, and I don't know whether she is in Nepal these days or has changed the country. I don't know right now, but at that particular time she was in Nepal, and this was, I think, her first book and liked it, but it is not very common or very popular book, so you can shift it to the second list. Then comes Memories of My Melancholy Wars, that is by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. So the theme of this novel is a bit bold. It is sometimes not that I don't recommend for most of the people. It may not like the title or may not like the photograph on the title cover. So I don't recommend it for the first list. And if you can shift it to even to the third list, I will not mind it. But as I have read it, I have to place it somewhere. So you can place in third list. Next book which I read in I think 2018, recent one, that was by Ruskin Bond, and that is Lone Folks Dancing. It is autobiographical, but it is a beautiful book. It is a bit lengthy, but I enjoyed it a lot. I will say that it is for the first list, not second even. Then Love Among the Bookshelves by Ruskin Bond. Again, you can shift it to second because Love Among Bookshelves is talking about the books he has read or he has written. So I will cover most of the books which I will have in my videos. So you can shift it to second or third list. Then next book that was not very popular when it was published. It may not be that popular even now. That was by David Davidar, who was earlier with Penguin. Now he is having his own publishing company, Aleph, Aleph, Aleph Book Company in India. So the book is The Solitude of Emperors. Basically, he's talked about emperors like uh, specifically Ashoka and Akbar. So I liked this book and I have read it. I enjoyed it immensely. May not be that popular with the people, but certainly it is good book. If I have to read it again, I can go for that also. Then there are two books which I think everybody should read because it is about the psychology of man and woman. And there are two books, Book of Man by Osho, and second is Book of Woman by Osho. So here he tried to figure out that what are the basic differences as far as men and women are considered, and you will have various insights and how to deal with men, how to deal with women. So it can help you a lot. So I will recommend it strongly. Next is From Sex to Superconsciousness by Osho. It is again good book. The title sometimes looks like that is not good one, but when you will read it, you will find it you have missed something. You have not gone through it. Next come Sociology, Themes and Perspectives, and by Harlambus. Actually, why have I have picked this book? No doubt, it specifically talks about one particular subject, sociology, but many thinkers has been covered in this book by the Harlambus, and various conflict perspective, various conformist perspective, and Karl Marx, Max Weber, Pearson Tolstoy, so many Wilfred Pareto, so many thinkers, theories by them, and circulation of fluid theory, and all these are covered in it. And I enjoyed it. It is not a book. You can say it is for sociology. It is for everybody. I can say it is a general book. I can say. So I enjoyed it. I read it 2 3 times. Then Passionate Friends by H.G. Wells. Now, when I was reading books by, you can say, My Days by R.K. Narayan, and another one book by R.K. Narayan, I'm not remembering which I was reading at that time. So from there, I picked up the name of this book, Passionate Friends by H.G. Wells, because I have read World History by H.G. Wells. I was not aware that he has written a novel also, but I think in 2019, during the starting days of that year, I read it and I enjoyed it immensely. And that this is again a good book available on Amazon. Then Only Love is Real by Brian Weiss. This book is bit, you can say, it is a book about the birth, rebirth, and our soul connections. So such a nice book it is. Because the two books I have already mentioned, one that is Many Lives, Many Masters, and the second is Only Love is Real by Brian Weiss. I enjoyed it. Really, I enjoyed it. Good book. Good books. Touching the soul of the person. Really good one. And in 2019 again, I read A Brush with Life, Satish Gujral. Satish Gujral is the brother of our Prime Minister, who was our Prime Minister during 1997, 8, I think, or 6. So, Satish Gujral is the brother of the Prime Minister of India. He is a painter, and it is his autobiography and the hardships through which his family has gone and through which he has gone, or his brother who became later Prime Minister of India, I.K. Gujral. So it is also a good autobiography, I can say, and I liked it. The Old Man and Sea by Hemingway. It shows the courage of the person in adverse situations. So novel is not that big, but it's good novel. Even it was a favorite novel of John F. Kennedy. John F. Kennedy, you may be knowing that he was president of India, America. He was assassinated, and but he was having good fan following. Even Bill Clinton was, uh, you can say, was saying that this fellow, that you can say this Kennedy was his idol, right? So that is the book which he even mentioned somewhere in his talks that he liked this book. There is one book for Men Are From Mars, Women from Venus by John Gray. So it tells about the masculine and feminine qualities of men and women. So this book is also, when it comes to understand the psychology of man and woman, or men and women. So this book is really good that way. Next novel is In the Country of the Sea, Deceit by Shashi Deshpande. So this novel is good. I liked it, but you may pick and take it for the second list, because as a novel it is good. Otherwise, I can't comment on it, because then the passion to read will not be there, and so I want that you should read it of your own and you should enjoy. Shashi Deshpande has written many novels, but I like this one. Then Winter Evenings by Navtesh Sarna. It is again good book, you will enjoy. And next is Ignited Minds by Abdul Kalam Azad. It is basically for the children, but still any kind of person or any person of any age can enjoy it, because it is a bit motivational and good ideas being portrayed in the novel or in the book, whatever I can call it, small one, not that big one. So all these 20 books I have discussed with you, I have told you about the priority, that on which basis you can select which one book. Basically, what I have seen, that there are no more readers these days. People are not in the habit of reading books. So many people have tried, they have taken books, borrow books from me, but they couldn't read that. But I will also like to say that if you don't like to reading books, then don't go for it. It's not a necessity that everybody should be a reader of books, because it is one of the hobby, one of the passion. Some people say that you have read so many books, but you don't have written any books. I want to make it clear that these two things are quite different. Sometimes even you say R.K. Narayan says that he has not read many books, but he was a good writer. I have read so many books, but I couldn't write a book. So there is a difference. Sometimes you can be a writer, sometimes you can be a writer, and it is rare and rarest of the occasion when you are both a reader and a writer. Because why reading of books uh, is there is, as far as my case is concerned, because I have urged to know about the things, I have urged to go for the novels, and that what is there, what some kind of thing which is there which make it sensible, and I go for diverse fields. I don't stick myself. Some people stick for fiction. Some people go for autobiographies and biographies. Somebody people go for only history books or world history or economics. So I don't go for that kind of categorization. I pick up the book which is there, which can have some value, and I don't say that I will have any kind of profit by reading the books. No, my idea is that I should have something to read every day, maybe 50 pages of a book. That gives me little solace, not to my mind but to my soul also. So it is one of love affair. You should have a passion for the reading only then. Otherwise, it is very difficult to read 10 pages of a book even if you don't have urge from inside. And it is not a matter that if you are a reader of books, you are something different. No, you are again a normal person. There's nothing to boast about, and there is nothing to, you can say, elevate your ego that I know so many books. But more you are reading, more silent you become, because you have so many things to contain in your mind, and you speak very less because you have many things working in your mind simultaneously from many angles. Because for one question the answer comes from many angles, then to answer that becomes a bit difficult. But I will say that if you can inculcate this hobby at a young age, then it can be beneficial to you, because our society is moving towards that direction in which sometimes you have to be alone. Most of the time you have to be alone. You have work or loneliness, right? Otherwise, there is no social life left here, no social connections, no more friends, no more relatives. So when you are happy with yourself, then books are the best thing. Because if you have some free time, you get and you sit down with some book in hand and try to read 50, 100 pages, and you will have some kind of confidence and you will have a good time pass. So that way I recommend that this is a good hobby. It is a costly one also, but these days it is not that costly because so many books, I am telling you, they are available in soft copies in archive.org. So you don't have to spend any money, you just have to download that book, and you can just save it, and you can read on your laptop or computer, whatsoever device you are having. So it is not that difficult. So many books which are new ones or rare, they may not be available, so you may buy those books. Otherwise, other PDF copies you can have from the various sites I have discussed with you. So thank you. I will come with the next 20 books in the next video. Till then, bye.